fish.
Like dead fish. Wow, dead fish. The guy from New York talks about dead fish.
You know what that means.
All right. Okay, so we're live, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're live. Hey, what's going on, y'all? This is Darren with Retail SEO.
And Brett from Mindsaw. And we have our very special guest, which is, go ahead.
Chef Von 360.
That's it, Chef Von 360. And just for people who are new to this show, Chef and I met several weeks ago in the gym, and we started talking about business and talking about what he did. And he's does catering. However, he needed to put together an internet marketing plan. He had a great personality, had a great aura around him, and I said he'd be perfect for to run a show around. So Darren and I are doing that. We're laying out a full 12-week program of internet marketing. So anybody that's new to this show, if you don't have an internet marketing program, just by watching this show, you'll be able to see the stuff that we do in regards to website design, internet marketing, how we pick keywords, what keywords we're trying to get in the Google 3-pack. Darren, can you just open up the Google 3-pack, please? And we'll just kind of show people what we mean when we say Google 3-pack. So we'll just put in catering, St. Petersburg, and that could be for anything like a DUI lawyer in Chicago or California. You just put in a keyword, and that's the Google 3-pack. The reason why you want to be in the Google 3-pack is because when you're on mobile, there's just a tap to call. Those people are always, what's up, Big Doug? Those people are always in the Google 3-pack. Those are always the local businesses. If you go up top, that's called the pay-per-click. Right, that's the pay-per-click, and a lot of big companies advertise there, so you may not get someone local. And then if you scroll down, a lot of times you hit a lot of directories like a Yelp. There we go, Yelp directory, and the Knot. That's another directory, and Wedding Wire. That's another directory. So it's really hard to break into the organic. And people aren't looking. Thumbtack. You're not looking for directories. You're looking for a local chef, a local caterer. So you want to be in that Google 3-pack. If you're a DUI lawyer, if you're a chef, a plumber, if you're performing any local service, you want to be in that Google 3-pack. So with that being said, we developed the website, and Darren and I are working on the SEO. So Darren has picked out some keywords, and he's going to show you first why he picked out the keyword and how he optimized the page.
Fantastic. Thanks so much. Great segue.
That's what I do.
All right, man. So what we did, you guys probably remember, the first thing we did is I went to, here we go, Chef. We went to, I just did a Google search on vegetarian catering, because I know one of the things about Chef, one of the things that makes his business distinct and different is he's plant-based. And so something plant-based, that's something that's going to jump out and really just be different. And that's what we want. Okay, hey, what's going on, Terry? We got somebody else to sit in here for another installment, man.
Cool.
Yeah, so we wanted to find something that's going to be distinct and different. And really, because it's a brand new website, we want to find where we find the minuscule things that's where we'll be able to squeeze into the 3-pack, and that's where we'll be able to find those extra searches.
So if I could jump in, and just say it another way, what we tried to do is find the low-hanging fruit. So if we just put in the word catering, or if we put in the word chef, it would be a lot harder to get into the Google 3-pack using that keyword. So we try to use some longer tail keywords like vegetarian chef, or some of the specialties that he does, and there's less competition. It's easier to rank in the Google 3-pack to start with, especially if you have a new website. You want to use longer tail keywords, right?
Exactly. The longer tail is infinite. So
Right.
because it's based on what we as human beings, how we search. So we can make up words as we go along. So, okay. So then we have a tool called Ahrefs. Ahrefs is actually a great tool that we use for keyword research. And I was able to put in a link for just another vegetarian catering company, and I saw what keywords they were showing up for, and then I expanded my keyword research from there to include things like vegetarian or vegan catering near me, vegan wedding, vegetarian wedding menu, etc. Um, we look at the keyword difficulty. The keyword difficulty goes from 0 up to 99, with 99 being the most difficult and 0 being the easiest. And that's where we're going to find what's the lowest hanging fruit. What are the things that we can rank for the fastest? Because the key is to get Chef as much business as possible, as quickly as possible, so we can hit the ground running.
Agreed. Yep.
Okay. All right. So let's go to the. So first thing we have is vegan wedding caterers, and so I wanted to really kind of focus around that vegan wedding catering, vegetarian wedding caterers. So these are all just really good keywords. They have CPC, which is the cost per click, behind it. The whole logic with using CPC as a driver, or why I'm using CPC to help determine which keywords, is because CPC is what if an advertiser wanted to pay to advertise in that advertising section to have their website show up there, how much they would pay per click. So the more they would pay per click, the more prized or more valuable that actual keyword is.
Right. So people would only, saying it another way, is that people would only pay per click for that keyword if it was bringing them back a return. So it's an $8, whether somebody uses you or not, in the pay-per-click section that we showed before. If somebody clicks your link up on top, if somebody clicks your link, whether they use your service or not, $8 is coming off your credit card. So you put in a budget, for example, of $500 a month or $100 a month, whatever your budget is with Google, with your AdWords, and each time somebody clicks your link, it's that money comes out of your account. However, I'd gladly pay $8 to get a $1,000 job. That's why people use the pay-per-click. It's a fast way to get into the Google 3-pack. Into Google without having to optimize your website too much.
So, real quick question. Every time a customer clicks your link, so Google sends you a notification letting you know that, okay, you have this, not even more so that someone's person, but you have a click or someone's visiting your website. And with those keywords, that would pretty much let you know, okay, I need to put more money into these keywords or this keyword, because when people see vegan catering, they're more likely to click on vegan catering than would be to just catering in general.
Well, no. Okay, so what you do is you pick out a bunch of keywords that you're going to pay for. So I'm just going to give you a very simple overview. So you're going to pick 5 keywords: vegan catering, personal chef, and so on. And then you're going to tell Google, I have $100 a month budget. And then they're going to say, well, okay, personal chef is a $3 keyword, meaning each time somebody clicks personal chef, types in personal chef in your area, and then sees you up on top in the pay-per-click advertising section and clicks your link, $3 comes out of your Google account.
Okay, so they already have these key phrases already priced out.
Correct, and they change. Like the stock market, they change.
Okay, so the more people get on vegan catering, the more cost per clicks that it will go up over time.
Say that again. Say it a different way.
The more people that click on vegan catering or search for vegan catering, the more likely that cost per click will go up over time.
Well, no, it doesn't depend on how many people click it. It's how many people now become your competition. So if I decide to do a personal chef business and I want to do pay-per-click, I could outbid you. So I may decide to bid, $4 instead of $3. So now the top bid is $4.
Okay, so the price only fluctuate if I start getting competition.
Correct.
Okay, understood.
Correct. There's other factors that go into it. For example, your on page, but I don't want to get too technical here regarding how relevant your page is to the to the search term. So you could bid on red shoes. So you could type in Google red shoes and you could have it go to your personal chef page, even though your personal chef page has nothing to do with red shoes. But instead of charging you $10 per click, Google's going to charge you $20 per click because there's nothing relevant on your page. So you want to make sure that when you're doing pay per click, that if you're bidding on the keyword personal chef, not all the link goes to your personal chef page, not your home page. It should go to chefon360.com/personal chef, where it only talks about being a personal chef. Google wants you to be able to click the link, find the information, and get going.
Understood.
Right? So if you could make it more relevant to the search term, Google will charge you less. So that's the other factor. It's relevancy, how many people are, it's an equation. Okay.
How much work Google actually has to do. The more work they have to do, the more they're going to charge.
So you want to make a very relevant page if you're going to do pay per click. It's not a bad idea to throw, once the website's up, chef, to go take $100 or $200 and bid on just one or two keywords like personal chef and vegan catering in your area. You know?
See, I would actually bid on some really long tail stuff, some real cheap long tail stuff.
Yeah, we could put together a little list for you on keywords that you may want to use. Sure.
Great.
Yep.
And please hit like, guys, as you come in, and please share this to Facebook and share it to your tab. Just hit the share tab.
Yeah,
I really would appreciate it. That way we can kind of get the message out there. You know, there's a chance for people to build a business and to grow a business, and it's rare that someone has the opportunity to witness stuff like this.
Right.
So cool. All right.
Someone gets to experience stuff like this. Speaking from my perspective too.
Right on.
Yeah.
Right on. Okay. All right. So this is what actually what a search engine results page looks like when we do vegan catering for St. Petersburg, Florida. So this would be, these are kind of this is the competition. That's everybody in the organic
search. Right.
The organic search results. Yeah. So what this tells me though, when I look at this page, is I see when Google wants to score how well or how strong a domain is, they always give preference to the .com first. So the first thing I see though is a .net. So that tells me that this SERP or the search engine results page is a weaker search for this particular keyword. As I go down, I don't see. You remember when we looked at the one that was near me in Indianapolis, where it had a lot of the Yelp and a lot of the directories?
Right.
This one only has one directory, and that's Yelp.
Right.
Then we get down here to the bottom, and we got TripAdvisor. Then we have Facebook. So this is somebody's their Facebook page where everybody's vegan to go. Yeah, and it's actually ranking. So this should be a fairly easy keyword to rank for, just with a little bit of on page and some blog posts.
Hey, Darren, let me just jump in before you start speaking about how you pick your keywords. So I made a video a few years ago. I was big into doing this. You know, I had some competition in Staten Island doing some website design, and I was like, wow. I only had one listing, though. I was the #1 listing years ago for Staten Island website design. That was it was years ago. And I don't know, I'm like the type of person, I feel like when I'm doing something, nobody else should be doing it. And like, not only do I have to win, but I have to eliminate and kill everyone else. It's a sickness. So what I did was I was #1 in Staten Island website design. Then I created a Facebook page called Staten Island Website Design. I populated that with content, and I built backlinks to that. And I know this part is going kind of over your head, Darren. Chef.
No, it's kind of, you got me too, man.
Yeah, really? No.
No.
Get out of here. I know this is going over your head a little bit, Chef. But what I did was I built specialized pages. For example, on my Facebook page called Staten Island Website Design. So Facebook.com/Staten Island Website Design. So you could do the same thing with your chef page, right? Call it St. Petersburg, St. Vegan Catering St. Petersburg. Create a Facebook page like that and optimize all the content. Everything is all about that, and you'll wind up. And if you point some links at it, you'll get on the first page of Google in the organic section. So what I did was I took a Facebook page, a Yelp
Did you
page.
break up on you
Panther.
for you too, Chef?
I'm sorry?
Yeah,
Huh?
Brett. Yeah, your signal must have gotten weak, Brett.
Oh,
But what he's saying is, basically, what he's saying is, you can own that entire first page. So
right.
you can piggyback. You can literally piggyback off the domain authority of Facebook, of
Yeah.
Yelp, etc. And when someone would type in vegan catering St. Petersburg, all of your listings would show up on that one page.
They'll see Chef Ron 360. They'll see my Facebook page and any other thing else that has Chef Ron 360 on it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yelp.
Yeah. Well, see, we want it to not only be the Chef Von 360, we want it to be for the keyword. So if someone types in vegan catering, we want it to type in vegan catering, and it'll be a Facebook page that'll say vegan catering. But when they get to the page, it's got your cover on there. It's got information directing them back to your site. It's got in the about section on the Facebook page, it has your information. All the signals are pointing back to your page.
Right.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, I got you.
Yep. Okay. Okay, Darren. So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, cool. All right, man. So, as I can see, this is called a weak SERP, a weak search engine results page. So this should be fairly easy for us to get into. So we went back to Ahrefs and we got vegan wedding caterers, vegan catering, blah blah blah. Yeah. All right. So now let's go through the kind of look at the site and what we've done to the site so far. There's a certain thing called semantics. Semantics is you say it one way, tomato, it's the same, right? So generally, if I typed in Google plant-based meals or plant-based eating, the type of things that are going to come up would be vegetarian or vegan. So those words are almost interchangeable. Brett, were you going to say something?
Nope, I was agreeing.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So they're almost interchangeable. So not only am I using plant-based family dinners or plant-based, we're also using vegan and vegetarian. So we're picking up all three of these relevancy signals right at the top. One of the things I want to do though is I'm going to change this from welcome and enjoy world-class cuisine. I'm going to change it to welcome and enjoy plant-based or world-class plant-based cuisine.
World-class plant-based cuisine, because actually when I started cooking, I try to mimic a lot of cuisines, a lot of dishes from different regions. I love Asian cuisine, and I love to plant-based that, especially with Italian cuisine. It's really anything that I can make plant-based from around the world. That's really what I love to do.
Hmm. That's great, Chef. What got you interested in trying to mimic these tastes and recreate them?
Because initially when everyone tries to make that change and they grew up off of those childhood macaroni and cheese and stuff like that, you still want to have that, but of course you have to make the change because you still want to be healthy. You still want to,
Right.
be able to enjoy life. So basically what I did, I just studied everything that I grew up off of. I've YouTube, Google, Pinterest, any other. I just went to the kitchen and like I said, the first thing I ever made was vegan mac and cheese, and it came out. The first time it didn't come out as right because I accidentally used vanilla almond milk instead of unsweetened almond milk.
Right.
But it was just a trial and error. It was a trial and error, and now I've set the base, and now I can pretty much anything that you can put in front of me, I can basically make it plant-based.
Beautiful, beautiful. That's great. I for a while was a pescatarian, and I'm thinking about going back to that. Pescatarians that just ate fish. I eliminated chicken and steak and turkey and everything from my diet. And the person who got me interested in it just said, look, don't eliminate anything. Just start adding more fish to your diet. And then little by little start taking other things away. And before you know it, you're gradually you can't wake up Monday morning and go, I'm going to be a pescatarian, I'm going to be a vegetarian. You should just take some time and just work your way into it and eventually just eliminate that from your diet. Do a little at a time.
Introducing new foods into your diet, and taking out new foods. All small increments though. Don't try to, I would not advise anyone to change the diet, try to go cold turkey or anything like that. Because
it just lasts so long.
oh yeah, you'll fall the wagon so fast, and then you'll binge eat, and then you'll just, you feel like you just wasted like the last 2 weeks of trying to like
Yeah.
get yourself right.
Yeah. Okay, Darren. So I see you made a change to the homepage. You included plant-based cuisine.
Yes, actually, I put that in the header tag.
Right.
So this is an H1, and H1 is always the is what the page is about. It's like if you think about an outline, and beginning of a every Google search is like an essay question. And so, how do you answer the way to get an A plus on an essay is to make it an outline and answer through the outline. And at the beginning of the outline, do you want what the outline is, what the topic is about, or the keyword? So plant-based cuisine. So this is about plant-based cuisine. And then we'll start to narrow down from there.
Right.
So as you see, we had changes, change the header tag. Let me see, we have providing. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So we made this change here. As you guys can see, we're working in WordPress. And as you see, this is fairly easy change what I just did.
Hey, Darren, I was going to ask you,
Yeah.
what is his main category? It is catering, right?
Okay. Yes, it is catering.
Okay. Do you think it would be a good idea to change world-based cuisine to the word catering?
I think it would be.
Yeah. And the reason being is that you want to try to get that keyword or a variation of that keyword in your H1 tag. So if you Google My Business, if your category is family law, civil law, catering, you want to try to put that word in your H1 tag. Yeah.
Upper unicorn says dominate that keyword.
Dominate.
Dominate the keyword.
Yeah. All right.
All right, right on. Okay, so exit back to the front end. Okay. So go down. Change this to Chef Von's premier plant-based personal chef service in St. Petersburg, Florida, offering a variety of plant-based culinary options. Because he does not only catering, but he does weekly meal prep, personal chef service. So that's why we actually included that in there.
Right.
Then here we have the three another three like subheadings where he has the plant-based catering services. This is a page that's going to take him to the best plant-based catering service in Pinellas County, Florida. So we have the word best in there. So if someone would type in best, top, great.
Well, it means the same thing.
It's all the same thing. It's all the semantics. Tomato.
And the reason why we used Pinellas County is because that's another term for St. Petersburg. So it's the actual county. So you don't have to keep repeating the name of your town. Staten Island is Richmond County. St. Petersburg is Pinellas County. So you need to put that on. And also, if your town is known, has a nickname like
Naptown.
I'm sorry?
Like Naptown. Indianapolis is known as Naptown.
Right. Add that to your home. Add that to your page also. It's all about creating relevancy to Google without spamming and constantly saying St. Petersburg, Florida 100 times on the page. Say it different ways.
Exactly.
Well, hey, so, Darren, is that the H2? Are those the H2s? Are those set up as the H2s?
Yes.
Those are the H2s. Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to change it. I'll probably change these out.
Yeah.
Probably change these out.
Right.
From sample menus to sample plant-based menus, sample vegan menus, or something like that.
Yeah. Well, what we should try to do is find keywords that are found in the Google 3-pack.
Okay.
And then change that to, yeah. And then change that. Like I see catering. I'm a catering personal chef. I'm sure they all bring up a 3-pack, and we're going to use that in the H2 tag. Or wedding, catering, stuff like that. But we'll get to that later on. I don't want to bore everybody, but you want to try to, in your H2 tag, you want to try to use other keywords that bring up a Google 3-pack.
Right.
All right.
Again, we're down here. Food made with love. Chef on 360, full service vegan catering for weddings and events of all sizes. We create tasty desserts, provide a weekly meal delivery, and can create a customized menu to suit your dining needs. Please let us know how we can serve you. Enjoy our food made with love. So again, that's about the branding. It's, food made with love.
Hey, and just to jump in there, we threw in some stock pictures. So, Chef, it's good. It's good what you sent us. The more you send us, the more we'll add in. Okay.
Yeah, and I'll definitely have more to come.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool.
Yeah, it's key. I can't say this enough, but as many pictures as possible. And
Right.
if you can get pictures around certain landmarks in your area, that's even better. Because we want to be able to connect as many dots for Google as possible.
Show relevancy.
Exactly. The more dots we connect, the less. Remember we said earlier, the less Google has to work, the less they charge you. So the less they have to work to search to put you somewhere, the higher they're going to put you in the rankings.
So they have that St. Petersburg Tower, right? That they do the weather from. That's like a monument. So imagine if you stood there with a dish and just took a picture of it. You have the monument behind you and have what you do in front of you. And if you went around like to the bridge and to other popular the Rays Stadium,
the Vinoy Park,
right.
I can take a picture with a backdrop of the pier in the background. Yeah,
right. So Google knows that that's what it is, and we could add those pictures. That would be fantastic. Anybody listening should be doing that with their website. Yeah. Yep. Okay.
Facts. All right. So, what do we want to do next, man? We want to go to.
Well, yeah, show how we laid out one of the pages, and I think that'll be good for today. I mean, we just want to give people a little idea without overwhelming them. I don't think a 2-hour lesson on SEO will keep anybody's interest, but I think some of the things that we explained today, I think will help anybody on their website make pages that are relevant to the keyword, take pictures in front of popular monuments. Get as many pictures as you could, upload them to your GMB, put them on your website, all that stuff, put them on your Google posts in your GMB, make a post on your GMB and, say, hey, I cooked today for the Tampa Bay Rays and stadium behind you with the thing, holding the plate, all that's relevancy. So I think people learned a lot. That's good. Okay. Yeah. So just go through one of the pages, you picked wedding catering because you felt like we could rank for that keyword here in St. Petersburg, and go through the layout of the page.
So initially we had it just as wedding catering. I changed it to vegetarian wedding catering because I believe vegetarian includes more than vegan.
Right.
So we want to be as inclusive as possible, and then we can break down on the page. We're going to put some more information on this page, and I'll go through it. I don't know if I should go through like every piece.
No, just give a little overview.
Okay. All right. So we're going to put this first paragraph right here. We're going to put something back to talking about vegetarian catering. We're going to put a sentence in here about vegetarian catering.
Looking for a vegetarian caterer.
Vegetarian wedding caterer. Chef Bonds 360 is the best place for you.
Right. With a link going back to that page.
Exactly. Then right here we have St. Petersburg. Now, the reason why we want to put the link going back to that page, Google ranks links. The links the higher up the link is on the page, the more relevant and the more important that we're telling Google that link is. So the reason that we want to put the link as the first link on there back to this page is because we're telling Google that this is the most important thing about this page, is this keyword. I'm going to put a link to St. Petersburg, Florida. Just something like a major landmark in St. Petersburg.
Right.
So Google can now associate this link can associate this page with St. Petersburg.
Right. And I think what Books for Moses said is also important is that most people eat with their eyes. So definitely more pictures of food. And that was a good, that was a good point. Yep. I like that. Very good. Unmute that, Chef.
I had an opportunity to do that yesterday, and oh man, I made some terrific food yesterday. I made street corn empanadas, all plant-based.
Good.
I made a crispy gnocchi with garlic mushrooms, and I made a portobello gyro.
Ooh.
Did you do any video?
Yes, I have
Okay.
to edit. I have to edit. I had a friend of mine do it for me.
Okay.
Just off short notice. He just came in. He just took my phone and he did it for me. So I have to. I'll send it to you so you can just go through it.
Yeah.
Great.
You can always just do like this.
Yeah. There you go. You're on mute, Chef. Yeah, but we got you. We got you.
Yeah, but he had the camera like that the whole time. I made sure. Hey, make sure you have the camera like that the whole time.
Okay.
Right on. And I'm happy. I'm a happy camper, man.
Good stuff. I'm gonna show you something at the end. Just remind me to show you something.
Okay. The reason why we're actually putting your logo on here, and Moses said he loved the logo. He said it was lit.
Good stuff.
So the reason why we put the logo on these different images is because images are everything. It's like we tell. You remember how you teach kids a child how to read? Is first you show them a picture of a cow, and then you have the word the letter COW next to it, and they know that this is a cow. So think about Google is machine learning. We're teaching Google how to associate your brand with what you do. So we have this logo right here, your logo, and this is something that you would see at a wedding catered event. What are these called? The catering things? You know?
Yeah.
Right here, this will show a mass prepared dish, mass prepared. So we have your logo here. What we're going to go back and do though is I'd like to put the keyword on these images, and maybe add another image on here.
Yeah, that's correct. That's correct.
Again, we see ethnic diversity. Again, we're going to put in vegan or plant-based menu. Is tasty to suit it to your theme.
Right. So all we're trying to do is, and we're going to add more articles that support this page, but what we're trying to show Google is that we're the best resource for information for that keyword, right? So we have a page that has about 500 words on it. Then we're going to add other articles to the page, and we could show Google that we're the best source of information, so we could be #1 in the Google 3-pack. That's what it's all about. Yep.
So we have the map here that's showing that this page is about what? St. Petersburg.
Right.
So it'd be great if we could have a picture of a wedding in St. Petersburg at an event like a major function that you're at in St. Petersburg.
Right. Even if you're not at it, go take a picture.
There you go, man.
I'll crash it.
Yeah, find some weddings and just go by there and take some pictures.
Uppity has an idea. Look at this. She said, use a pop song for a 10-second video on IG. Roster pasta is wet and gushy. All right.
All right, good stuff.
Right on. Okay. That's just all I have.
Good. I just wanted to show you something before we split. Just give me a second. I want to show you something. It's an investment. It wasn't cheap, but I'll tell you, Chef, if you want to create professional video that looks like you have 3 cameras, let me just show you something. You may be able to get one used on Amazon or on eBay. This camera was $650 in Best Buy because I bought the battery extension. But let me show you something.
Okay.
Or pawn shop. You know what I'm saying? Take advantage of the crackhead.
I'm going to cheat route first, man. I'm trying to see if somebody cousin selling one first.
Leverage the drug habits.
So this is called the Mevo camera. This is called the Mevo camera, and you hook a mic into it, and if you just set it down like on a counter while you're cooking, as you're cooking and you focus on your food, it'll switch camera angles as if there's 3 different cameras.
What?
Yeah, and the video comes out. The video comes out great.
$650.
I'm sorry?
I say, yeah, that's worth every bit of $650.
It certainly is, especially for somebody like yourself. So you see the top of it, it's $299, but then I bought the battery extension, so you could go for like a bunch of hours. But this is a great camera. I don't use it enough because I do a lot of tutorials. But anybody out there that has a business like yours, it's much better than using the phone.
Yeah, I'm definitely
live stream and stuff like this. Darren, you didn't know I had this, right?
No, man, that's fine, man. Yeah,
this is good. I was going to do guitar lessons and stuff on this. I just never really got a good chance to use it. I only use it in 1 or 2 of my videos, but it's good. It's good. So anybody that gets it, the Mevo Boost, that's this part, the Boost. How much is this? $199. So it was okay. So it was $250 and $199, $450. So it was almost $500.
Yeah.
But
it's still worth it.
No, it's worth it. It's worth it. So you may want to look at that when you start preparing meals. Just set it down on your counter, get good lighting, get a good microphone, you get a lapel mic, and it looks like you have a professional crew.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You're gonna look that up?
Yeah, man.
Honestly, if I would have had that yesterday, that'd have been a perfect tool for me to have yesterday.
Yeah. I mean, it takes a little getting used to. And the thing is, you work everything from your phone. So you get the app on your phone. You can change the angles. You can make some of it black and white. Yeah, it's really good. It's really good microphone.
Wow, man.
Camera.
It's like that's about the best going rate for it, man.
Yeah, that's what I said, right? I said it was about $600 or something.
$600, yeah.
Yeah, but it's definitely an investment. Get the good lighting kit, but pay attention to your marketing as much as you do your food, because you could be a great cook, but if nobody knows who you are and what you do, you got the thing is to get the word out there. You can do that with pictures and video these days. And then you have your central part where people are coming back to your website. Once they find you, they want to find out more about you. All right. It's all about marketing. That
is one of the things I want to do. I want people to be able to put a voice with a face.
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely want to be a face I want to be a face known for tutorials, showing people how to cook food or simple like knife skills and stuff like that. Something real simple.
Okay. Yeah. Excellent. Well, I'm telling you, if you ever want to come by and just borrow this, you could use it.
Oh yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Because I don't use it as much as I should. So if you ever want to come by, just come by and grab it and use it for a couple of videos. Get used to it.
And don't get scared, man. To enlist some people, man. There are a lot of like marketing students, things like that. People who want to do your social media. Social media is something that's going to be very important.
Yes.
But what do you do for a living? You're a chef, right? Yeah, you're not a social media expert.
Right.
So whenever you can, look for opportunities to be able to outsource that stuff to someone that can do that can focus on that, so that nothing slips through the cracks. Because trust me, it's really easy to happen.
Right.
Yeah. So just kind of throwing it out there, man.
Yeah, so I think in this episode we really learned a lot. We learned about cameras, and we learned about Google 3-pack and pay-per-click, and how to pick the right keywords and H1 and H2 tags. So I think people got a lot of value out of this episode.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Next week we're meeting with Ray on Facebook advertising. Mm-hmm. So we're going to be meeting with him. We'll be doing more work on your website.
Yes.
And I'd like to try to give it to you this week, Chef, to go over some some GMB posts.
Okay.
So we can start loading that stuff up, since we already have you. You already have your GMB verified.
Hey, Darren, I'm available. So if you guys ever want to do that, don't keep it a secret. Let's make a show out of it.
Okay.
Let other people see it, because other people want to see how to do that.
Okay.
So if you guys are free, just tap me and we'll do it.
For sure.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. Thanks for everything. For everybody watching, and Unicorn, and Books for Moses, and Doug, and everybody that was adding their comments. Thank you very much for watching the show and participating. And once again, most thanks to Chef Vaughn for letting us work with him on this, because this meant a lot to me and Darren. And Darren, once again, you're the best. Love you, brother.
Love you too, man.
All right.
Yeah. Be easy,
all right.
man.
Be cool. Be good, guys.
Go Rays.
Yes. Go Rays.